Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode or another podcast of Bree Says. My name is Bree, and welcome to our channel. And if it is your first time to be here, if naliligaw ka, please don't forget to subscribe and click the like button. Today's episode will be another sensitive topic. Last time we talked about the nth room. Now this one is also a sensitive topic, not just for me, but for everyone who has experienced the same thing. Bullying. Yesterday, I saw this video and post on Facebook that says, what were you bullied for? And I remember, and there were like flashes of memories that came in, and then I don't remember. I don't remember why people bullied me, but the words that they tell me, the words that they told me when I was younger, I remember them, all of them. Okay, so guys, permit me if it's noisy. My fan is at number 3, so the highest level. My window and my terrace door is open because it is really hot. And it's 33 degrees outside. The temperature is 33 degrees. So it's kind of hot. I'm sorry. If you hear background noises, I'm really sorry. Okay. So, actually, I think the bullying started when I was in 5th grade. I was an outsider. I think I was an outsider because it is my first time to be in the first section. So, people say things about me, and it hurts. It does hurt, but as I grew older, I learned how to just let it go. And then I transferred in second year. When I was in second year high school, I transferred to another school. And I don't know if it's a tradition there or what, but second year, I was in second year, and there are some people who are seniors who say things about me, who bullied me, but they don't know me. So during the time, I told my guardian about it, and she had everyone called in the principal's office. And then when I moved to another school, I got bullied again. I think the third time, I know now why they bully me. I think it is because of the way I speak, the way I present myself to people. I think that's it. I know that I'm arte. Yeah, I'm arte. And there are times that I brag about things. But of course, you're young, right? I was immature during that time. And I never bullied anyone. I was like a weak target. I was the target because I was a new student. And I look different. However, when I went to college or when I went to the university, it stopped. It definitely stopped because I think people are mature enough, or I just learned to be passive, I guess. They would eventually stop. For me, it did. But for some people, it doesn't. And there are a lot of things that could happen if these things, or if bullying doesn't stop. Okay. So I kind of made a research just a little research about it, about bullying. And actually, there are different kinds of bullying. Okay, so let us define what is bullying. So, bullying, according to Wikipedia, thank you. So, bullying is a use of force, coercion, or threat to abuse, aggressively dominate, or intimidate. So, the behavior is often repeated and habitual. One essential prerequisite is the perception by the bully or by others of an imbalance of physical or social power. This imbalance distinguishes bullying from conflict. And according to Wikipedia, bullying is the use of force. If they hurt you, oh no, my dogs are kind of loud. Okay, if they use force, if they coerce you, they threat you, they abuse you, they intimidate you, or they aggressively dominate you. Well, in my case, I was teased a lot. I didn't really experience physical bullying, but more on words. Oh, yeah, I did. And I remember those people who did that, but I just let it go. It's not directly to me, but on my stuff. So we did PE. I was in 3rd year in high school. So we had PE downstairs. And then when I came back up, my bag was already on the floor. All of my books are scattered all over the floor, and I think they spilled it with water or juice. My books are spilled with water or juice, whatever that is. I know who did those. But I didn't tell anybody, because that's a grave offense. I mean, I don't want to ruin their studies or like whatever they have for that, because I don't have really time for that. I was just there to study. Okay. Anyways, bullying is categorized into some, I think it's 3 with 3 minimum criteria. So the first one is for hostile intent. Number 2 is for the imbalance of power. And 3 is its repetition over a period of time. So, it says here that bullying is an activity of repeated aggressive behavior intended to hurt another individual, physically, mentally, or emotionally. Yes. And there are different types of bullying. The physical bullying, which is using of force, like punching, beating up people, attacking people, like that, pulling people's hair. Next one is verbal. Okay, so this usually happens in school. There in the Philippines, I think it happens. The verbal bullying. So verbal bullying includes derogatory name calling, spreading rumors or lying about someone, threatening someone, yelling or talking to someone in a rude or unkind voice, mocking someone's voice or style of speaking, laughing at someone, making insults or otherwise making fun of someone. So I think making someone like a laughing stock, oh, this person, and they don't really dress well, blah, 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 blah. That is bullying. Next is relational bullying. Okay, so relational bullying, when I first saw this, I kind of thought that, I kind of like dug deeper about it, because it is like using your relationship to bully someone. It's not just for, the dogs are noisy, I'm sorry. It's not just for like those who are couples, but also um, in the offices, or if this boss is bullying another employee, like an employee whose position isn't that high. So that is bullying. That is relational bullying. So cyberbullying, okay. So this is what people do online. Guys, a lot of people do this. There are some times that I say mean things about my government. And they said that is bullying. It's actually, for me, that is not bullying my government. That is asserting my right as a citizen of the country. Freedom of speech. Yes, okay, but this freedom of speech can be very tricky, or can be very tacky, because you can be, it's some people could actually sue you for libel. If you say bad things about them, that's libel, girl. And collective and mobbing. So most of these are like, not like, they're done by one or not two or more people. Okay, so that's it. And yeah. And in the Philippines, according to the consolidated report of DepEd, okay, or the Department of Education, so the bullying cases on elementary and high school of both private and public schools on 2014. So this article that I found online was in 2014. So rose by 21%, or a total of 6,363 cases, compared with 5,232 last 2013. So imagine, guys, how much more now. This is 2020. The dogs are really loud. So actually, if you how do you call this? If you translate it into a daily report, there are 31 bullying cases every day. So if you divide it to 201, because there are 201 or 202 days, school days in a year. Okay. So how do we prevent these kinds of things at school? Okay, how do we prevent these kinds of things from happening? Okay, first thing, so I hope schools should have a prevention program. So it should be comprehensive, multifaceted, and it should involve all educational stakeholders and personnel. Everyone, from student to the higher officials. So next, schools should have intervention program, okay? So it should be corrective and preventive rather than punitive or other measures. So if this person, let's say, if this bullied a kid at this school, but then the response he got was just expulsion, he will go to another school and bully other people again. So no, I think the intervention should also be corrective and preventive. So let's teach kids not to bully other kids, or not to bully other people. Okay. Next is, students should have duty to intervene if a bullying would occur. They should protect the victim. Otherwise, or unless the same jeopardizes safety or security. Next is, there should be a committee that would actually focus on anti-bullying. Okay. And there should be like anonymous reporting. Yeah, because kids or children would actually fear for their safety. What if they found out that I told them that they bully me, or I told the higher officials that these kids bully another kid? So that's it. Okay. And how do we know that our kids are being bullied for parents? I will be linking this into the description box, but I just wanted to say these. Okay, so first one is reluctance to go to school in the morning. So if your kid doesn't want to go to school, it's either one, they don't really want to go to school, or number two, they are being bullied in school. Number two, frequent headaches or stomach aches. Okay, so sometimes they just fake it so that they can go to school. I did this once. Just once. You know why? Because I don't want to attend first period. First period is math. I don't want to attend that. Sorry for laughing. Okay, next is troubled sleep. They cannot sleep at night because they think because because they think that they will get the next day when they go to school, they will get bullied again. So sometimes they also cry, or their emotional reactions are very intense. You know, in those movies where we say, "No, I'm not." Like, is it fun in school? They would just, you know, react violently. So, also this one, I've seen some of these in movies. So I've seen some of these in movies as well. So not wanting to interact with family members. But in my case, I was like the typical silent kid at home. So I don't really talk at home. But if it's too much, just like what I said, I told my guardian about it, so they reported it to the higher ups of the school. Okay, next is obsession or withdrawal from devices. So I think this one, it's either obsession is like, you know, they would just use their gadget so that nobody would talk to them, or they veer away from social media because they see a lot of cyberbullying. Now, next one is torn clothing and physical marks, or like developing a victim stance. So these two are for those children or for those people who are been physically bullied. They've been mobbed, they've been punched or whatsoever. So please be wary of like these marks. So for example, you see a bruise in their body, or like you've seen that their uniform is torn, ask them about it. So, okay. So actually my takeaway from this is just that, as an ending note, I just wanted to say that bullying should be considered as a crime. No matter how young a bully is, if he doesn't get what he deserves, he's gonna do it again. They're gonna do it again. Also, those people on social media should be introspecting about themselves. Okay, so yeah, yes, there is a thing called freedom of speech, but this freedom of speech doesn't entitle you to be mean to people. Okay, your freedom ends when you step on other people's freedom. Always think of that. And if you think it's fun to bully people I pity you because your life is much more miserable than the life, than the one that you're bullying. You're such a sad person. Okay, and that ends today's topic. And I hope you learned something from me today. Again, please, if you want more content from me, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet. I will see you again into my next video. And I really hope that my condenser mic would arrive soon. I ordered it a long time ago. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.